Formula One, in addition to its brilliance on the tracks, is also a stage for intense debates and perceptions outside of them. And one of the most controversial protagonists in this discussion, Max Verstappen, has been facing a wave of criticism that is drawing attention to major names in the sport. Adrian Newey, a renowned engineer now confirmed to start his career at Aston Martin from 2025, brought up an interesting comparison. Verstappen would be demonized in a way similar to what happened to Sebastian Vettel years ago. In a recent interview with the podcast High Performance, Newey did not save words when expressing his discomfort with the treatment given to the current three-time world champion of Red Bull. According to him, the media, especially the British, has a strong influence on the formation of the public image of pilots, and often this influence does not reflect the reality behind the scenes. Max is self-possessed and incredibly mature. I think people who are looking from outside do not recognize and do not fully understand Max, the engineer said. This perception of Newey refers to a similar scenario lived by Sebastian Vettel, another name he knows well from the times of Red Bull. Vettel, like Verstappen, went through a period of intense criticism, especially after his 4 consecutive titles between 2010 and 2013. According to Newey, both pilots have been defamed in an unfair way, being targets of a media that, in his words, glorifies or despises arbitrarily. It's exactly how it was with Vettel, he added, drawing a direct parallel between the two situations. Newey went further by directly pointing to Sky Sports, one of the largest Formula One broadcasters, as one of the ones responsible for this distorted narrative. He highlighted the station's great global influence, but pointed out that its view tends to be quite nationalist, suggesting that there is a kind of favoritism towards British pilots, which ends up negatively impacting the way other countries' names as Verstappen are perceived. The coverage is really international, but I would say it's quite nationalistic, and that might have a different nuance, he said. The engineer also took advantage of the space to reflect on how modern sports journalism works. For him, there is a clear bias where pilots are either elevated to the status of heroes or villains. This behavior, according to Newey, ends up creating a simplistic narrative that does not reflect the complexity of the drivers' personalities and performances. This is often the case of journalism at the moment. There is a tendency to glorify or despise people, he concluded. Adrian Newey's speech certainly sheds light on an interesting aspect of the world of Formula One, the image building of the drivers off the track. The way media shapes audiences and fans to see certain competitors can directly impact their careers and legacies. Both Vettel and Verstappen, despite their impressive achievements, had to deal with this other kind of race, which takes place away from the racetracks. And for you, Formula One fan, what do you think of this vision of Newey? Does the media really play such a significant role in creating these images of heroes and villains in sport? Leave your opinion in the comments, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more debates and exclusive news from the world of F1.